Peace and blessings, and welcome to Wellness Moments with Coach. Can you believe we are at the end of 2024? This year has flown by. And if you're like most people, you're probably feeling a mix of emotions: relief, excitement, maybe even a little stress thinking about what you didn't get done. But let me tell you something. You still have time to finish strong in 2024 and step into 2025 with purpose. And today, we're talking about expectations and goal setting. So how do we close out this year with grace and intention? And then how do we set ourselves up for success mentally, physically, and emotionally for 2025? Grab your tea. Get comfortable, and let's dive in. So I'm going to call this first section, Looking Back, Reflect, Don't Regret. And before we even talk about goals for next year, let's just pause and reflect on the year we're wrapping up. One of the things I want you to do and never forget is to celebrate your wins. Let's stop this habit of downplaying our achievements. And I'm actually speaking to myself right now. I am going to stop downplaying my own achievements. You know, maybe you didn't hit every goal, but you did what you were supposed to do. And we cannot forget, what did you accomplish? Maybe you started prioritizing your health. Maybe you showed up for your family, or even just survived a tough season. That counts. I have a friend, her name is Bernita, and she's always saying, girl, count your wins. And so that is what I'm doing. And here is your CTA, or your call to action. I want you to take 5 minutes. After this recording, I want you to take the time to write down at least 5 things you're proud of from 2024. I don't care how small they are to you. I want you to write those things down because they matter. The second thing I want you to do is I want you to release what didn't work, because not everything you planned for in 2024 happened. And that's okay. Let go of the things that didn't serve you. You don't need to carry those things into 2025. Here's a reflection question. What lesson did 2024 teach you? Whether it was about relationships, work, or even your health. Take that lesson, and I want you to leave the rest. And the next thing is your action goal. This is something that's hard for a lot of people, even myself. I want you to forgive yourself. I want you to stop for a moment, and I want you to say, I forgive me. So what if you didn't stick to all your goals? So what if you got off track? Listen, life happens. Forgive yourself and let's move forward. Progress is more important than perfection. And every day that we're given breath is another day to progress. So, Coach, how do we move forward? I'm glad you asked. The next thing I want you to do is dream big and plan smart. It's that simple. I'm going to say it again. Dream big and plan smart. So we've got the reflection behind us. We've reflected on 2024. Now let's talk about stepping into 2025. Setting goals and expectations isn't about creating pressure. It isn't about stressing ourselves out more. It's about giving yourself direction and purpose. And honestly, I feel like there's only 4 things that we need to do. And I think this first thing is one of the most important things. And that is to start with your why. Before you write down one single goal, ask yourself, why is this important to me? And when your goals are tied to your values and your purpose, you're more likely to stick with them. For example, don't just say, I want to lose weight. Instead, say, I want to feel stronger and have more energy to play with my kids. That's a deeper, more meaningful why. And then the next step is now we got to start setting those goals. The next step is we have to start setting those goals, and not just any type of goals. We have to start setting SMART goals. Y'all know we can just say, I'm going to start getting my life together in 2025. We're real quick to say that and just leave it at that. But those goals need to be clear, actionable, and that's where SMART goals come into play. They need to be specific. They need to be clear about what we want. They need to be measurable. How will you track the progress? They need to be achievable. They need to be real about what you can do. Relevant. Does this align with your life? Time-bound. Set a deadline. Instead of saying, I want to save money, try, I'll save $200 a month for the next 6 months by cutting back on eating out. So let me show you what that looks like. So here is a sample of my SMART goal for 2025. Specific. I want to grow my online presence by developing and marketing new digital products and services. Measurable. Increase online revenue by 75% by December 31st, 2025. Achievable. Leverage existing subscription group, social media channels, and expertise to create valuable online programming. Relevant. Scaling online presence aligns with mission and taps into a broader audience. Time-bound. Launch new offering by March 2025. So that is what my SMART goal for one of my programs in 2025 will look like. The next thing we need to do is break it down. Big goals can feel overwhelming. So we want to take those big goals and we want to break them into smaller steps. Think about what you can do each week or even each month to get closer to your vision. Now, one of the things I like to do and one of the things I suggest is using a planner or an app to map out your steps, because seeing your progress can be super motivating. And here's my little shameless plug. If you're looking for a new planner, I have one just for you. Just stop by the gym and I'll get you squared away. The next thing is make space for growth. Remember, your goals aren't set in stone. Life happens and you may need to adjust. So give yourself grace to pivot whenever it is necessary. Now, this next session is about managing expectations. I'm going to call this Real Talk About the Journey, because we all know that life is a journey, and expectations can cause a definite journey. So let's get real about expectations. Goals are great, but they come with challenges. Here's how to manage the ups and downs. The first thing we should do is just pace yourself. Rome wasn't built in a day, and your goals will not be achieved overnight. Focus on consistency over speed. So let's just say you're starting a new fitness routine. Maybe you want to start with 3 workouts a week instead of trying to work out every single day, and then you're burned out by February. Again, I'm going to reiterate this. Celebrate those small wins. Every step forward is progress. Don't wait until you've reached the big goal to celebrate. Celebrate those small wins. For example, if your goal is to save $2,000 by the end of 2025, celebrate when you hit the first $500. Now you only have 3 more $500 to save. The next step is protect your energy. Now, I should have put this one first, but here it is. Not everyone will understand your vision for 2025, and that's fine. Surround yourself with people who support and uplift you. If someone's negativity is draining you, create some distance. It's okay. Protect your energy, protect your peace by any means necessary. The fourth tip is stay flexible. Life isn't linear, and neither is progress. If you hit a roadblock, don't give up. Adjust your plan. The journey matters just as much as the destination. Remember, you have 365 days. You have 24 hours in each day. Just woosah. Now, we've reflected. We've set expectations. We've talked about managing expectations. So what's next? It's the tips to stay on track. How do we stay on track? Mind, body, and spirit in 2025. I'm going to talk to you about exactly how we do that. Let's talk about feeding the mind. The way we're going to do that is feed our focus. Now, I suggest you start and end your day by writing down your intentions. You can also use a vision board. Vision boards are really, really effective. If you create a visual reminder on what you're working toward and you look at that every day, it kind of stays in the forefront of your mind. Now, the thing about it is keep it where you can see it every day. Now, for your body, you're going to prioritize your wellness. Find workouts or activities that feel good to you. Fuel your body with foods that give you energy. Remember, we eat for fuel, not for pleasure. And this doesn't mean perfection, all right? So I know people think, oh, I can't eat this or I can't eat that. You have to have balance. Remember 80-20. And lastly, your spirit. Stay connected to your purpose. Practice gratitude. A daily gratitude habit can keep you grounded. We talked earlier about writing down things every day that you are grateful for. And let's lean into our faith. It doesn't matter what your faith or spiritual practice is. Lean into it for guidance and for strength. Now, this last thing is really important to me. It is your coach's power tip for 2025. It is the one thing that I want you to remember. And I want you to listen clear. You are not your goals. Whether you hit every target or you have to start over again and again, your worth doesn't change. Goals are tools to guide you, not rules to define you. And I know I need to repeat that again because I'm not repeating it for you. I'm repeating this one for myself. Goals are tools to guide you, Alysia. They are not rules to define you, Alysia. Now, you could take that and you could plug your name in. Take things one step at a time. Celebrate your progress. And most importantly, be kind to yourself. You've got everything you need to make 2025 your year. I can't wait to hear and see what you do. Now, that's your wellness moment for today. Thank you for spending time with me as we reflect on 2024 and we step boldly into 2025. Until next time, keep striving, keep shining, and remember, you've got this. Stay well. Peace and blessings.